This is our schedule, as you know. We have Bible or chapel, math, science, history, literature, and then lunch, which you don't have to take a whole hour, but you can factor in how you want to do that. Logic, and then music or languages. So imagine if that's our regular day and you want to do the same thing every day. So today, I would recommend, you remember that as far as the Bible chapel component, we're doing the book of Peter, right? So 1st and 2nd Peter. So we're doing 1st Peter and 2nd Peter. So, try and read from the book of Peter or whatever Bible reading plan you're using. That would be my recommendation for your chapel Bible. Math and math history. We have students in algebra, pre-algebra, whatever curriculum you're using, whatever whatever chapter you're on in your curriculum. I just want to encourage you to, again, go to the math with diligence and apply yourself to excellence there. If you're in pre-algebra, I assume you're working a little more into the fractions at this point. If you're in the chapter 4 or 5 of the textbook. But please, whatever book you're using, don't be down on yourself about, I feel like I'm behind, what do I do? Just make a plan for today. Take action, listen to some classical music if you need to, but just do your best with your math today. Math history is always a good thing to do, so make sure you read a little bit of that if you want to for some inspiration. And so that's for math. If you're in Algebra 1, you're probably working in inequalities or systems of equations or polynomials. Just keep working through those odd problems. And let me know if you have questions. I'll be available during the office hours today. And then, so we have the pre-algebra people working through fractions, decimals, percents, ratios, proportions. Keep up the good work there. We have the algebra students working through polynomials, rules of exponents. Keep working there as well. And then we have the college algebra people who are working through things like rational expressions, radicals, quadratics. And we're going to do more of that today. I'll send out a video on more of those today. So that's for college algebra. And then we have calculus. Let me know how calculus is going and if there's any questions there. Remember, we also have office hours on Fridays and Saturdays. We can dedicate more time to calculus. The other thing I would say for the college algebra students and those planning to take the CLEP test is that you should prepare and do your best to just work through regular problems, like a lot of problems. Just think about doing like 40 problems a day or 30 problems a day for fun. Maybe more realistically, 20 problems. But every day, dedicate yourself to doing at least 20 problems. And then use the practice. I have the CLEP College Algebra book here. We can just do random practice problems from the College Algebra book. So let's do that as well. Okay, so that's college algebra. I might get the REA book for all of us so we all have a copy that we can work through as well. Okay, so that's the math plan for the day and for the week. Just keep going, keep doing at least 45 minutes to an hour of math every day. Let's move to science. For science, if you're in chemistry or physical science, you're studying for your first test, right? So we have chemistry, we have physical science, and we have general science. Keep working through the specific section you're doing in your science book. And some of you are actually doing both chemistry and physical science. So well done. I'll make a different video with review questions. But please call in during the office hours. Let's talk about questions you have in chemistry or physical science. We should be comfortable with some of the questions I listed yesterday. And we can, like what is an element, converting units, basic conversions. There's not going to be a lot of those on the test, but you should be able to convert from feet to centimeters or from meters to miles. Okay, so that'll be good. So that's our science plan, and we'll do more during our office hours. History. For history, actually, before I go over history, for science, basically our test is going to stop at chapter 8. So it's from chapter 1 to chapter 8. We'll do more review again, as I said, later on today. History. For history, some of you are doing world history, some of you are doing U.S. history, and some of you are doing geography. So whatever history you're doing, go to your appropriate books, especially for the world history and U.S. history. We're reviewing. The U.S. history people have a test covering chapters 1 to 6. The world history people have a test that goes from chapter 1, well, about the same, but they should be done with chapter 9 in their reading. So that's where you're at as far as with the class. After this test week, so next week, we'll be doing chapter 10 in world history and chapter 7 in U.S. history. So keep reviewing. Make sure you have a notebook for each subject. That will be very helpful. Okay, so that's chapel, math, science, history. And then lunch, of course, is lunch. I would encourage you to make good use of your time here. Be productive. There's a video on Dude Perfect going to space. I mentioned that yesterday. And I think you'll find that very interesting as it ties to our topic of humility, which we talked about in chapel. Logic, you're writing a paper. We're doing just a 5-paragraph essay on the validity of the Bible. Why do you believe the Bible is true? Or what are the areas we can look at for the validity of the Bible? So that's what we're doing for logic. 5 paragraphs. We're going to work to write longer papers, but this is just one to get us going. And then music languages here. If you're in music, Dr. Woodrich would have told you what you're working on. His Eye is on the Sparrow is the song you're working on, I believe. And then languages, whether you're in Japanese, French, Spanish, just do whatever assignment you were given for that. Please, if you have any specific questions to any of the classes, let me know. But I just wanted to make this quick video, and I think I might use this format in addition to the PDF I send sometimes. But you can watch it, kind of see what we're working on this week, and then your parents can also hear what we're doing in class as well. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be available here at the school till about noon to do any Zoom calls or answer any questions from anyone. Have a blessed day. Take care, and let's be productive as we move into the day. Take care.